Your Excellencies, distinguished ministers, dear guests, I'm honored to intervene in this special event organized by the UNESCO World Water Assessment Programme in the context of the Dakar World Water Forum. Indeed, in this hour, I am traveling to Dakar for a visit that has been organized as an additional testimony of the commitment of the Italian government at the national, European and international level in this policy domain of essential importance to us all. Today's event, that coincides with the presentation of the World Water Development Report 2022, another important product of the UNESCO World Water Assessment Programme that Italy is particularly proud to host, is rightly focused on gender equality in the water domain. I am glad to notice that Italy has been one of the first countries joining the call for action for accelerating gender equality in the water domain, launched by the UNESCO WAP. It represents a unique opportunity to emphasize the link between water and women empowerment, which are two priorities of the Italian development cooperation strategy. Indeed, Italy is traditionally engaged not only in promoting international cooperation on water resources management, but also in supporting gender equality and the empowerment of women and girls in development programs. In this framework, the Italian development cooperation has been supporting developing countries in the implementation of the SDGs 6. We promote an inclusive and effective management of water resources as a key factor for sustainable development, well-being and conflict prevention. Italy recognizes the major and horizontal role of the right to water in achieving many SDGs, with particular reference to the transformation of the agricultural model and the policies on the use of water resources. Italy is also committed for the achievement of SDGs 5. In particular, gender equality is embedded in the Italian development cooperation strategy. We believe that while the fight against gender discrimination must be relentless, we must strengthen our efforts towards a full display of women's role in entrepreneurship and leadership, also in order to face the backlash in women's rights experienced during the pandemic. Actually, the Italian development cooperation action includes interventions aiming at supporting women in rural areas and in agriculture, promoting equal participation of women in decision-making processes, sustaining the private sector and increasing women's access to credit and financial services. It is, however, clear to us that without the full attainment of the human right to water and sanitation, the attainment of other rights is hardly possible. In many countries, especially in Africa, girls and women are severely affected by lack of access to adequate water and sanitation for economic, social and cultural reasons. This leads to gender barriers, thereby undermining women's potential in terms of roles, responsibilities and opportunities in society. Access to clean water and sanitation is crucial for enabling women to fully exert their rights and to achieve their aspirations, including participation in public life and decision-making, also in the water domain. Indeed, women are not sufficiently involved in the decision-making process and in the management of projects. I am thinking, for instance, at the choice of the location for sandpipes, which should be made in consultation with the different categories of users and with women in particular, in order to take into account their specific needs and the distances to be covered. Overall, women should be present in the executive boards of management committees. Incentives such as quotas can be effective, but they have to be accompanied by training and awareness raising. discussing the role of women in the water domain becomes even more relevant in light of the Dakar World Water Forum. The forum represents the most important global event on the theme of water, and indeed a unique opportunity for policymakers and representatives of the scientific world to exchange ideas and perspectives on the challenges that the international community is facing in the water domain. In this framework, a specific theme that deserves to be highlighted concerns the necessity of a gender transformative approach in the management of water resources. Thank you for your attention. I wish you a fruitful discussion.